Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here with Angel B Designs. I'm Angel B. Thank you so much for watching. If you are new, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So in today's video, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of a we're gonna be doing this bootleg t-shirt design. I guess that's what it's called. I know I did this last year when my son was playing baseball. I made a shirt with an image very similar to this, and then I also made him a book bag for school that was also similar to this design as well. But I am going to go ahead and show you guys how to do this from scratch. Now, there is a couple of like this here. Canva's done some new things where they have added in like apps that you can use to kind of get more text effects. Like you have gradient, you have this one that I used here. There's a bunch of different things. So I'm going to show you how to kind of design this from scratch using pulling in elements, pulling in images that you uploaded, and then we're going to be using a text app as well to create this text effect here. Okay. Again, I do think that it was being called like a bootleg design, bootleg t-shirt design. I'm not for sure. I know it kind of was like a viral thing a couple months ago. But like I said, this is just something I've been doing for a couple years now because my son plays baseball and has played baseball for some years. And every year I make a shirt kind of similar to this. Um, and I'm going with this is a very similar design because he's playing on the same team, which is black and red, or red and white. But next year, you guys, he'll be on a new team next year. He's going to be aging out, going into the senior division. So next year when I do this, because I'm probably going to do this again next year, we'll be using different colors. But the reason it has to be similar is, like I said, because he is still on the same team, okay, with the same team colors. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add a new page here. The size that I am using is 13 by 19. You can do 13 by 17, 13 by 15, but I would definitely, when you're making this design, do it at least 13 inches wide, just because you're more than likely going to be putting these like on medium, large, extra large, adult size shirts. So it's easier to create a design big and then scale down versus creating a size small and then trying to scale it up. Hopefully that makes sense. So you want to start big so that if you need to scale it down to fit on a smaller shirt, you don't mess up any of your resolution. Okay. So definitely keep that in mind whenever you're designing images from scratch. So my size here is a 13 by 19. Okay. And then I did change my canvas to black because this is going to go into a black shirt. Now, how I did that is you select your canvas and then up here, you're going to get your background colors and you can switch it to whichever color you want. I'm going to make mine black. Now, we're going to start off by kind of building up the background and then kind of build on top of that. Okay. So the background I have here is I started out with like a gradient ball. So we're going to go to elements here over here on the side panel. And I'm going to go to elements and I think I typed in red lightning. And then under the graphics, I'm going to go to see all. And I started out with this kind of red gradient circle here. And then I added in some like lightning bolts. Let me try to remember which ones I used. So I believe I used this one here. Okay. And then I just kind of placed this one up here. I did another one here and then I flipped it. I'm going to go up to flip horizontally just to kind of make sure that on each side of the image, it's kind of equal. And then I may have added one more, or no, I added them like this. So up and down like this. Okay. That's all I did for the background to start off with. Now the white lightning and then these little things here, I added in after on top of the images. So I have my background set now. Now I'm going to go over to uploads and I already have all of my images uploaded here. And I'm going to grab this one I'm going to grab this one and I'm going to grab this one. You can layer in however many pictures you want. It's definitely your personal preference. I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to kind of crop it and then I'm going to go up to background remover. Now, a lot of what I'm doing, you guys, is going to be in Canva Pro. Background remover is a Canva Pro feature. So just kind of keep that in mind. And as you can see, it's removing the backgrounds of these images very nicely, okay? We're just cropping it down, hitting background remover, and then it went ahead and did that for me, okay? So this picture here, I'm gonna put in the middle. This one, I'm going to kind of put over to the side here. And I want this middle one to be behind this one. So I'm gonna select it, go up to position, and then push backward. And now, as you can see, this image is on top of that one. And now we're gonna grab this one and I want this one to be in the front. So with this one selected, we're gonna go up to position and we're gonna bring it to the front. And then we're just gonna kind of move our images around until we kind of like how they look. Now, as you can see for this one, it's kind of a different color than the other two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this picture. I'm going to hit the edit button. We're going to adjust it. It's just going to kind of sharpen it up a little bit. Sorry, my computer is moving just a tad bit slow. But basically what this is going to do when it's done is it just kind of brightens up the photo a little bit. And then I'm going to go scroll down with that same image still selected. I'm going to go over to filters and click see all. And then under the warm filters, they have this one called Sangre. And I'm going to select that and it kind of gives it an effect that makes it similar to the other 2 pictures. Okay, so now it doesn't look like way brighter than the other 2. Okay, so I like how these look. Now, what I want to do is I kind of want to create a little bit of separation between the images so they don't look like they're kind of meshing together. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this photo. I'm going to go up to edit again. I'm going to go to shadows and then I'm going to add an outline. Now, as you can see, the black outline just kind of creates a little bit of separation so the pictures don't get kind of muddled together. And I am going to do the same thing for the other 2. And you can make your outline as big or as small as you want, and you can also change the color. So if you wanted to do a smaller, like a bigger outline, and you wanted to change it to red, you can. But I'm going to go ahead and keep them black. Again, I just want to make those images pop just a little bit. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and add in his name, Xavier Thomas. And to do that, we're going to go down to apps. So this isn't going to be just doing text. Kind of like if I were designing this in Leonardo Design Studio, I would just add my text and then kind of add an outline and then a warp effect. So for here, though, in Canva Pro, we're going to have to use an app. So there is an app button over here on the side panel. And I'm going to type in the search bar, type. And then you have all these different kinds of things that you can use that will create effects on your text. The one that we're going to do is type craft. This is going to allow me to be able to warp my text upward, like curved up and curved down, okay, which is what I want. So the first word here in all caps is going to be Xavier. And I believe the font that I use was this one here. Action 123. Okay, and then I do want an outline. And then my colors, so this first color here is going to be the inside color, which I want to be, was it red? Yes, I want it to be red. And then my outline color is going to be white. And my border width, this is your personal preference. You can make it as thick or as thin as you want. I'm going to put it on 3. And then to make the curve effect here, we're going to pull up this middle tab. And again, you can play with this as however, you want to do it. So I'm going to pull up this middle tab, and I'm also going to pull up this tab here, which is going to give me that kind of curved effect. Now I'm going to add element to design. And we're going to go ahead and place it and shape it and kind of play around with it. So already I can see I curved it a little too much. So I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. I want it to be curved, but I don't want it to be too curved. When you edit it over here, make sure you click your update element button, and then it's going to update it there. And then you just kind of edit it to how you like. And I think I like that. Okay. So with that, it's not exactly the same as the top one, but we're just using the top as kind of like that's what I'm going off of. Okay. Now for the word Thomas at the bottom, we're basically going to have to create a new word. With that being said, let me make sure I copy this is the hex code for this color. Now I want the color on the name at the top and the color on the name at the bottom to match. So I'm going to copy this hex code so that when I go to make the word at the bottom, I'm going to go to colors and I'm going to paste that hex code. So now I know it's going to be the same color red at the top and the bottom. Okay, make sure you do that. And then we're just going to type his name, Thomas. We're going to use the same font. The only thing I don't like about this is it doesn't give you like your recently used fonts section up here. So, it's kind of hard to, like, you have to remember what font you use because there's not like a recently used font tab. That's the only thing that kind of annoys me a little bit. And then I'm going to select my outline and we're going to change the color to white. And then make the border with red. And then for this curve, we're going to go downward because we want it to curve underneath. And I'm going to add the element to design. And then this is going to cover up like this harsh line here on the picture. When you're making these, you want to either try to figure out a way to like cover that up or blend it out if you can. In the previous videos I kind of showed you how to use the gradient effects to blend it out. But for this one, I'm going to be using his name to cover it up, so you can't really see it, so it's fine. And I actually like that. Thomas is a little bit bigger than the word Xavier, but it's fine. Than the name Xavier, but it's fine to me. I actually like that a little bit. Okay, so now the rest of this is going to be adding in what you kind of see fit, right? You can add in baseballs, bats, you can add in whatever you want. I think what I ended up doing was adding in some white lightning and then some white little starlights. So I'm going to go back up to effects and I'm going to search, it was white lightning. And under the graphics, I'm going to click see all. And then this was the one that I used here. And then I kind of made it to where this lightning effect was like kind of coming from his name at the top. I did two of them, one at the top and one at the bottom. And then obviously I want the position. I want to change the position. I want this to be like behind the picture. So we're going to select the lightning bolt, go to position, and just click backward until it's in the spot that you need it to be in. And then I'm going to duplicate it. I am going to flip it vertical so that it looks like it's coming up from the name Thomas. And then I'm also going to flip it horizontal. And then with it selected, we're going to go back up to position and we're going to select backwards until it's in the position we want it to be in, which is behind this first image, but kind of on top of this second one right here. And I actually want to add in another red lightning bolt right here. It looks a little bare. But that's basically like the art of designing is figuring out, you know, where it looks bare, how to add in an element here, an element there, and just building it up. Yeah, that looks better. Okay. And then I also added in the white starlights, which was, I think I typed in white. There it is, white starlight. And I use this one here. Now to add these in, you got to kind of zoom in a little bit, which it's right here. I added it to the end of his name, and then I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to add it to the other end. And again, you can just kind of place these wherever, you know, you kind of see fit. And I put them up here and duplicate it. Add one over here. And then I think I added one like down here. Again, you can really just kind of place these wherever you want. And then I'm going to zoom out and then just kind of look at it and say, oh, does it need something here? Does it need something there? I like this here. I'll probably be doing, I might order some transfers. For this, some DTF transfers, or I might do sublimation. I'm not sure yet, but I'll do, however I do it, I'll probably do another video on the printing method I decide to go with this design. This video is simply just, I'm showing you how to make the design and how to download it. I'll quickly show you how to download it. This is going to be a PNG. And again, for the highest, in order to be able to get the highest resolution for your image, you do need Canva Pro. So to do that, you're going to go up to share. You're going to go to download. This is going to be a PNG. You want to toggle this all the way up. It's this, it says size, even though it's not, it's pixels. Okay, you want to toggle that all the way up. That's going to give you your highest resolution, and you want to download with a transparent background. And again, that is a Canva Pro feature. Okay. Like I said, when I figure out what printing method I'll go ahead and upload another video for that. This was simply just showing you in Canva Pro how to design something like this in Canva. Like I said, I do it for sports. I know I've seen other people do it for concerts with like celebrities. I've seen people do it for football. So I did it for soccer for my my other son, CJ. He's in soccer. I've done it for him. I've seen people do it for, you know, all type cheerleading, all types of different things. This is just a nice little design. Like I like it because, you know, I can wear it to the games and my son really appreciates it. He actually really likes when I wear shirts like this that I made. But yeah, that is all I have for this video, guys. If you have any questions or comments, please drop them down below and I'll definitely make sure I get them answered for you. But thank you so much for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. That's all I have. Until next time. Bye, guys.